weekend. Events included
just on the east side of the football stadium.
Here, 37 clubs participated.
The Tucson gay community.
The digital terrain map.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to our first Wildcast of the semester. I'm Michael Hernandez.
And I'm Janae Gonzalez.
Last month was freshman move-in week for thousands of U of A students. I talked with a few of them and their parents about making the big transition.
I'm saying that.
Students from across the country came with bags packed and boxes loaded to make the University of Arizona their new home. Parents helped their children check in the week before school began at nearly 24 dorms across campus. At Coronado Residence Hall, students said they couldn't wait to move in.
I'm very excited about it. I've always been pretty independent as it is. I'm an only child, and I've kind of wanted freedom for a while, so.
About 56% of the 10,000 plus freshmen this year are Arizona residents. That's up 3% from last year. John Bartolomo and his family drove 2 packed cars from Phoenix to Tucson. Bartolomo says he has mixed emotions about his daughter Marissa starting college.
We're going to miss her, but we're very excited for her. And, we're encouraged with her attitude, and she's pretty psyched up, and I'm sure she can't wait for us to leave.
Statistics from Student Affairs show enrollment was up across the board for freshmen, transfer, and international students. Students said they were excited to call the U of A their new home away from home, each for their own reasons.
I actually was the one who convinced her to come to U of A. She came down here to look at ASU, and I told her she had to look at U of A because it's obviously much better.
Yeah, she bullied me for like a week in gym class, telling me that I had to go to U of A, and then I ended up liking it better.
You can thank me later.
Oh, yeah.
It's later.
Thanks.
Thanks, and good luck to the class of 2020 and the parents who helped get them there.
Marissa, I wish you well. Mom and Dad are going to miss you, and we love you.
Reporting from the Coronado Residence Hall for UATV, I'm Michael Hernandez.
The U of A's mission to an asteroid blasted off last week as the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft heads to asteroid Bennu. I attended a launch party on campus to watch it take off live.
And liftoff of OSIRIS-REx.
This past Thursday, the U of A held a viewing party and celebration on the mall for the launch of OSIRIS-REx, an asteroid sample returning machine created by NASA and University of Arizona scientists. Students and administration gathered to watch a live stream of the spacecraft taking off into outer space from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. The spacecraft will be on a 7-year mission, mapping and studying asteroid Bennu in preparation for a sample collection of surface material. In September of 2023, OSIRIS-REx is expected to return the sample back to Earth for examination at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas.
Dante Loretta is our principal investigator. He works out of the planetary lab. And it's been a long time in the running, I think 12, 14 years, and it's going to be a 7-year mission.
I'm from Phoenix, and I just came down to support the mission and help out with, the general public, just trying to get some information out to everybody. Here's a sample of 4.5 billion years old, pristine, never really been altered by any geologic forces. The whole idea is to go and grab that sample, bring it back to Earth, and then be able to share it with all the scientists who can try and find, is there any connection to the earliest, life forms on our planet? Are they seeded from something similar to asteroid Bennu?
Students, faculty, and volunteers from all over Arizona have come out to the U of A Mall to watch the launch of OSIRIS-REx. The students that did not know about the project were enthusiastic to learn more about the spacecraft and the mission.
I think it's cool. It shows that we are very dedicated towards the passions and programs that we have here at U of A, and it shows that I guess we're ahead of the curve a little bit. Like, we really put effort into what we're doing, and we're not just here to learn about it, we're here to test our knowledge.
Reporting from the mall for UATV, I'm Janae Gonzalez.
Now, we both were there, and I know for me, just watching that countdown from 10 down to 1, it was just goosebumps all over me.
I just think it's so awesome that our university has scientists that are taking part in such a historical space event. I think that's a really big honor.
And it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I'm glad that we each got to see it.
Yeah, me too. To honor the memory of the people and first responders who lost their lives in the September 11th terrorist attacks, people gathered at Arizona Stadium to take the 9/11 Tower Challenge. Wildcast reporter Ashley Freedy has the story.
The posting of our national colors began the annual Tower Challenge, a 9/11 memorial event held at the U of A football stadium. Kennedy Cooper, a junior at the university, described what the event meant to her.
It's hard to put it into words, but singing the national anthem in this stadium with 9/11 and everyone that comes here for the same purpose and for the same meaning, and it's just a huge blessing. I feel blessed.
The event was open to first responders, military, and their family members. Addison attended the event and described what firefighters' jobs are.
They go into fires and they get out of fires, and they have to feel their way out of the smoke.
Today is September 9th, just days before the 9/11 anniversary. Behind me, various volunteers are taking the Tower Challenge, traveling the total 110 floors, 2,071 steps that were in the Twin Towers. Today, we all join for one cause, and that is to remember those who lost their lives to protect our freedom.
Basically, we're here today just to show our support for the 9/11 event. Going in as law enforcement, we all have some sort of connection to the events that happened on 9/11, and that's kind of what we signed up for here.
The event drew over 70 participants, raising over $100,000 for the 100 Club of Arizona, Arizona Fisher House, and the Pat Tillman Foundation. Reporting from U of A Football Stadium, I'm Ashley Freedy.
There is a proposal by the U of A's Division of Human Resources to ban e-cigarettes on campus. In August 2014, the U of A decided to make an exception, allowing e-cigs on campus. However, a task force researching the issue has recommended e-cigs no longer be allowed. The U of A Faculty Senate was scheduled to discuss the proposal at its meeting today.
Campus Recreation hosted its annual Meet Me at the Rec event to welcome students back to school. Wildcast reporter Megan Gibbs has the story.
Students gathered at Sitton Field on the first day of classes for Campus Recreation's annual Meet Me at the Rec event. Meet Me at the Rec has become a Wildcat tradition as it welcomes students back to school every year.
Meet Me at the Rec is really to get everyone to kind of come together at the rec and realize all the programs that we offer and how we're all about promoting health and wellness.
Campus Rec said the event has grown every year, and this year they expected more than 2,500 students to attend. Local businesses offered a variety of free food, while campus clubs, organizations, and sports teams look to get students involved.
I'm a captain for the Western team for the University of Arizona equestrian team, and we enjoy this event because it helps recruit new members and get our name out there. We also get to intervene with the other clubs and meet new people, so we enjoy it.
Meet Me at the Rec truly redefines what the first day of school should look like. By bringing food, fun, and games to the campus, it gives students every reason to come get involved and see what the rec center truly has to offer.
It's fun to see all the different people who come, and there's a lot of freshmen here, and it's fun to show them how great the U of A is and all that we can offer.
Reporting from Campus Rec for UATV, I'm Megan Gibbs.
The cost of textbooks is already expensive enough, but listen to this, Wildcats. The U of A has been chosen as one of 11 schools to participate in a partnership with Rice University's OpenStax initiative. Right now, OpenStax offers about 20 free college-level textbooks in math, science, social science, and humanities. The U of A was selected to be a part of the program after it applied to adopt open education resources. Last year, students used 2 OpenStax textbooks.
This month, students headed to Urban Outfitters to get a deal on clothing. Wildcast reporter Alexis Oakley worked out the details.
U of A students headed to the Urban Outfitters on University Boulevard to receive 50% off all sale items on September 1st. The event was from 4 to 6 p.m. and included interactive and fun stations.
So basically what we wanted to do is we wanted to involve the student body as much as possible. So that's why we reached out to camp radio. We wanted to have a lot of DIY and have a lot of just interaction with ourselves and our student customers.
Students came out tonight to see what trends are in this fall. Let's see what they're interested in.
Just love fall colors, so like I'm really excited for those to come back like in season.
I heard there's like a big sale going on and there's like a college thing, so I'm just shopping to get some clothes.
Just things that I can layer on and cute stuff for the new season. I like high knee socks, like cute high knee socks. That's what I want.
Reporting from Urban Outfitters for UATV, this is Alexis Oakley.
The famous Grambling State Marching Band put on a great halftime performance for Saturday's game, but it was the Wildcats who really turned up the volume and stole the show.
We'll have all the highlights when we come back. Stay tuned.
What are you guys doing?
Working.
Continue.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Toby Schmidt.
And I'm Michael Hernandez.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Sarina Nafarrate.
And I'm Danielle Carp.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Jackie Kent. Welcome to Wildcast.
Welcome.
Welcome and welcome.
Welcome.
And welcome to another edition of Wildcast.
Don't change the channel. You're watching UATV. Yay, Cats!
Welcome back to another great semester of Wildcast Sports. I'm your anchor, Danielle Fork. Let's jump right into Saturday's game with the Wildcats taking on Grambling State Tigers. The big news of the game, Anu Solomon out with an injury, so Brandon Dawkins started. First half, Wildcats struggle, allowing the Tigers to score 21 points. Second half, however, they came out with some fire. Brandon Dawkins put his long legs to use to score on a 2-yard run. Then later, he finds Trey Griffey in the end zone for another Wildcats touchdown. Arizona goes on to win 31-21. The Wildcats getting a win on their home opener definitely got the crowd excited, but the Grambling State Marching Band still gets credit for the hype they created with their extravagant halftime show. Sports reporter Chris Delgado spoke to the band director.
Well, they tell me they got 5-star hotels, and they be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means the best hotels you can get. Tucson is a 5-star city, and Arizona is a 5-star state. They done laid the red carpet treatment out for us. We have really enjoyed ourselves, and beautiful to have this 50 years later. We reuniting with Arizona band, and we played for the very first Super Bowl together, both of us. So it's just been a memorable, enjoyable trip. I told them that at Grambling State University, we're not looking for the next Michael Jackson for his pop. We're not looking for the next Milt Jackson, who is jazz. We're looking for the next productive citizen that's going to run this country. And look at these cities and these states that you go into, because who knows, one of those cities might call you, and you can remember what happened when you was out there.
Arizona volleyball defeated New Mexico State in 4 sets at the Borderland Invitational Final this weekend. Cats offense was very efficient, finishing with 49 kills. Kendra Dalkey led the team, claiming 16 of those kills. Arizona women's soccer took down Northern Illinois 2-0 on Friday. Here is sports reporter Farah Bojalad with the recap.
Kicking off the Cats Classic, senior Paige Crouch was a major key in tonight's game, getting the Wildcats off to such a strong start. Crouch scored with only 3 minutes into the game, giving the team a big advantage right off the bat. Because of Natalie Pina's handball, with 10 minutes left in the game, the Wildcats received a penalty kick. Here's that slowdown. Last year's leading scorer in junior, Gabby Stoyan, makes the goal, guiding the Wildcats to a 2-0 victory against the Northern Illinois Huskies. If it wasn't for Paige Crouch's 3rd-minute goal, the Wildcats might have had more of a struggle throughout their game. Here's what she had to say about that play.
Hunt the ball. Our coach says, just whatever you do, hunt the ball and get in the back of the net, and that's kind of what I was, because I scored, so that's what I was looking for, is just get the ball in the net, and then keep working hard throughout the whole game.
We got an early goal, which is always great, but I don't know if they thought it was going to be easy. I'll have to talk to some of the players, but it didn't seem to impact NIU at all. They fought hard all the way to the end, and they made it difficult on us, and we scored early. Thankfully, we did. And it took a penalty late to put the game away, so credit to them.
Come cheer on the Arizona Wildcats next at their home game Sunday afternoon against the San Francisco Dons, scheduled for 1:30 p.m. Reporting from Mulcahy Stadium, UATV, Channel 3 Sports, I'm Farah Bojalad.
That win puts Arizona soccer at 5-1-1 overall, which is a great start to their season. The team is really excited about the season, especially because they have some team leadership to guide their way. Sports reporter Chris Delgado has the story.
As with any sports team, leadership is a direct reflection to how far a team can go in a particular season. For the Arizona women's soccer team, a team that's riding a 4-game winning streak and thus far is 5-1-1 on the season. With this Arizona women's soccer team having back-to-back NCAA tournament berths, head coach Tony Amato looks for his seniors to take this team back to the promised land.
They got to make sure they set the tone that they're hungry to do more than that, and not that hopefully that's not their memory. That's the greatest thing that we've done. So I'm looking for them to set the tone emotionally and lead us.
For the seniors, for myself and the other seniors, we just want to do really well this year. So we just in the locker room just say pour your hearts out and work as hard as you can so that we can have a great season.
So I've been playing in the back. Obviously I didn't start the season very well. I was coming off an injury. But off the field I was talking to the freshmen who were stepping in my role, coaching them through what they needed to execute.
The Lady Wildcats are back in action Friday, September 16th at home against Oklahoma. Reporting for UATV Wildcast Sports, I'm Chris Delgado.
Arizona football will be honoring the 75th anniversary of Pearl Harbor at this Saturday's home game against Hawaii. One of the 6 remaining USS Arizona survivors, Lauren Bruner, will be recognized at the game. He was 21 at the time of the attack, and he is now 95. He was the second to last man off the ship before it sunk. He has a historical novel due out in December titled The Second to Last to Leave USS Arizona. Arizona Athletics is honored to have him in attendance at Arizona Stadium. That's all we have for sports. We will be right back after the break.
What are you guys doing?
Working.
Continue.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Toby Schmidt.
And I'm Michael Hernandez.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Sarina Nafarrate.
And I'm Danielle Karp.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Jackie Kent. Welcome to Wildcast.
Welcome.
Welcome and welcome.
Welcome.
And welcome to another edition of Wildcast.
Don't change the channel. You're watching UATV. Yay, Cats!
Thank you again for joining us for our first Wildcast of the semester. Now, before we go, we'd like to leave you with some footage of the Grambling State Band playing during halftime of this weekend's football game.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at UATVCH3. We'll see you next week, Wildcats.
Good night.